The German invasion of England took place in July 1940 after the British retreat from Dunkirk. Strongly resisted at first, the German army took many months to restore order. But the resistance movement, lacking outside support, was finally crushed. For 3 years, it lay dormant. Collaboration increased as the population became adjusted to the tedium of occupation. Then, in 1944, the resistance movement reappeared, strongly reinforced and rearmed by America. America, now in the war, had stationed its 7th Fleet off Ireland to harass the southwest coast of England with carrier-based aircraft and to supply men and equipment to the partisans. On the Eastern Front, a breakthrough by the Red Army in the Urals meant the withdrawal of every available soldier from the forces of occupation throughout Europe. England was therefore garrisoned only by British volunteer SS legions and a small number of German troops.
Hier ist der Reichssender Köln auf der Frequenz 91,8 MHz mit dem Wehrmachtbericht. England. Das Oberkommando West gab heute Morgen die folgende Meldung in Bezug auf die Zunahme bewaffneter Angriffe auf die Besatzungstruppen trotz Verlautbarung strengerer Gegenmaßnahmen bekannt. Die Wehrmacht hat keine andere Wahl, als die totale Räumung von Zivilisten aus den betroffenen Gebieten in Quartiere in der entmilitarisierten Stadt London anzuordnen. Obergruppenführer und General der Waffen-SS Meyer erklärte heute, die Räumung würde bedeuten, dass alle in den Gebieten Zurückbleibenden die Uniform der deutschen Wehrmacht tragen werden. Wie er hinzufügte, wird das Tragen von Zivilkleidung mit dem Tode durch Erschießen bestraft. Das Verhalten der Antipartisanentruppen ist vorbildlich. Dies ist der erste voller Kampfeinsatz seit der Invasion und den Siegen in Polen und Frankreich. Das Hauptwerk links des Felsen auf.
Übrigens hier vorne bei der Türkei.
Weißt du was, die Treppe liegt da oben. Da soll die Partisanen hier einen reinsetzen. Hast du jetzt eine weiße Fahne? Bist du mir im Arsch? Versuchen Sie meine Leute, die Aufmerksamkeit des Feindes auf mich.
Nächste Gruppe, hinein!
On your feet, please. On your feet, keep moving.
The about that trouble at Whitecap Farm? Don't tell me that was in the course of peace and liberation. Burning down the barn just because some Germans had camped there. They're criminals, I tell you. Mrs. Jamison's boy only joined because he was in trouble with the police. Don't tell me they're not communists. I knew some pretty Bolshevik people around here before the war. And where are they now? In the resistance movement. Oh, come and have a cup of tea.
I didn't think you'd forget to come today.
No more room on this one.
Haven't you anything?
Sorry about this.
What the hell's gone wrong?
We'll send some more when we get to Salisbury.
Don't be a bloody fool. They'll send nothing to us in the blackout. And listen to that firing.
It'll be all right.
Hurry up. We haven't got all night.
Come on. There's no point in hanging out here in the rain. Let's go back to my place. I'll see if I can get anything to eat. Bring your cases.
Wouldn't it be worth walking to Salisbury while the firing's still in the hills?
Don't be ridiculous.
Take us 4 hours. Be better than staying here. Wrong direction.
Waiting out there.
We need all the food we've got for the journey, if we ever make it. Let's see what I've got left.
Can I go to the lavatory, please? Can't you go to the lavatory, Polly?
Yes, you know where it is, upstairs.
Does anyone know the time?
Sorry, it's that small door on the right.
For pity's sake, let's get out of here. Quickly. Light the light. Get over by the water. Please. lorries are coming back.
The right direction, too. I never thought they'd manage it.
You're frightened? We're leaving in a moment, Libby. We're off to London. And your mummy will be waiting for you there. She'll be much more frightened than you are.
Nothing more to worry about, Libby. The lorries are here.
Yeah, have a garnish.
What the hell are you doing here?
We got left behind. Thank God you've arrived.
We can't help you. We've got to stay here.
But there aren't many of us. We can squeeze in.
You don't understand. We stay here. We aren't going to Salisbury.
Here, over here, quickly. Bleiben Sie auf der Rückwärtsstraße. Wechseln Sie in Salisbury ab. Wir müssen nachher auch noch Meldung darüber machen.
Could you tell me where I could get a bus to Hendon, please?
Sorry, madam, there is no transport today due to the evacuation. I should hoof it. You'll have to walk in that direction and ask again.
Oh, thank you very much. sorry I'm so late.
Can I see your papers, please?
There you are. Well, it's good to see you, but you might have let me know. You can't imagine the trouble I've had keeping this billet for you. The landlady's been nearly frantic trying to get other people in here. You might have phoned or something. The number's on the card. Shh.
This is London. Here is the 12 o'clock news. A communique issued this morning by the 8th SS Police Division announces that the evacuation of civilians from the Salisbury area has been completed. Several people were seriously
Have you got anything to drink?
when a train carrying evacuees from Dorchester to London.
Are you feeling all right?
Late last night by truck.
Yes, I'm all right. But
Causing concern. More German troops are expected to leave England for the Russian
something awful happened. After you'd left, after you'd got away, you know. We went back to the house. And there were partisans in it. I think all the others are dead. I think I'm the only one that got away.
Youth leader Armitage announced that a new SS Legion, the Legion of Richard Coeur de Lion, had been formed because he said so many
It's all rather
volunteers
dreadful.
want to fight on the London front. The evacuation of civilians from the Salisbury area due to recent outbreaks of partisan activity has been completed. This has been confirmed in a communique from the 8th SS Police Division, which adds that temporary employment permits will be issued until those affected by the situation can return to their homes. Evacuees should report to their nearest neighbors.
Why have you still got this stuff on the window? Surely the planes can't get through as far as this.
Air raid precautions, just in case.
Was derailed at midnight last night outside Westbury. The line was blocked for several hours.
Thanks, Honor.
Other evacuation trains had to be rerouted. Dorset police discount the theory that partisans mistook the train for a troop carrier.
This is real coffee. I haven't tasted anything like this for ages.
I got it on my ration card this morning. I got a job at the food office right away. Of course, they're crying out for nurses, really. I thought I might join this immediate action organisation. You remember I did those courses at the WI? But they really want properly trained nurses like you.
I'm not getting involved with any organisation. I'm just going to do district nursing again, the same as I did at home. Do they have districts down here, or is it all controlled from hospital?
I don't really know. But this organisation sounds the thing.
Yes, but it's probably political. And I'm not going to become involved in any political organisation. Honor, when Dick was killed, I felt I wanted to slaughter every German I saw in sight. But now I feel all we've got to do is try and get back to normal.
Well, I must go and get my identity cards. I'll take you over to the Labour Centre.
Sorry, Honor. I've had it. I couldn't move.
Well, you could go tomorrow, I suppose, but you'll be a day late. Don't blame me if you get into hot water. And that's my bed.
Drew attention to what he called the heart-stirring response of the youth of England to the call for arms. So many young men.
Now you're seeing the real London.
There certainly are some extraordinary sights.
Sie müssen durch Uhr. Irgendjemand da mit, somebody there with special qualification papers, please?
I'm a district nurse.
See, please.
Morning. You don't look much like the fire brigade sergeant I asked for.
District nurse, sir.
Just what I could do with. Nursing. Quite exhausted already.
I've just walked across half London. I haven't been here since 1937, and it's almost extraordinary.
That's hardly the word I use. Have you ever seen so many Germans? There just can't be anybody left in Berlin.
Why are so many based here?
I wish I knew. They set up these big organizations, run by Englishmen, and then they just sit around, getting in our hair. But lots are moving out to other fronts, less peaceful than this one. Now, where am I? Now, you want to continue nursing. I take it that you have no objection to joining this organization.
Well, I'd prefer ordinary nursing.
No such thing in London. You either nurse with us, or you sit at home nursing an empty stomach. There's no two ways about it. You can't object. Now let's see if we can. No, you're clear. You're not a Jew, communist, anarchist, Freemason. You're definitely in. Now, there is a refresher course. You'll have to learn to look after yourself.
I'm sorry. I don't want to join any organization.
Look, this isn't 1937. Things have changed. The point is this. The only way to combat the underground movement and all the other subversive elements that make our life a misery is to be better organized than they are. We just can't have lots of splendid people like you spread all over the country, working under their own steam. If we can get them all together, working towards one end, we'll soon get the old country back on its feet again.
But what if you don't agree with that one end?
Look, let's get the country back on its feet again. Then we'll talk about that. If you don't want to be overrun by hordes of Bolsheviks, we've got to present a united front. Be better organized than they are. I learned that in the old days. Foolproof. Anyhow, it's past lunchtime. Let's talk about it over a drink.
Thank you.
You look as though you could do with one. You can leave that there. We'll collect that later. One of these rough types came out. He must have been a Jew or something, mind you, and thumped me on the back. And I really laid into him. Watch what you're doing, you blithering idiot.
I should leave him alone.
I know how to deal with these characters. Pull up in on the old garden boiler.
Hello? 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 Oh, damn. Do you think you can get the police? Quickly.
Stand on the running board. Right, next, please.
Morning. Morning. Why haven't you joined before?
Well, I was living in the country as a district nurse there.
You're not a British national.
No, I was born in Ireland. I was hoping to continue with ordinary nursing, but I've seen an IA officer, and after what's happened, I've made the decision to join. I've decided I can't stand on the sidelines any longer.
We don't accept your decisions. You accept ours. Now, it says here that you will be a nurse with the IA, and that is what you will be, providing you're physically fit. If you will take this card to room 280 tomorrow morning at 9, that will be for your medical.
Thank you. May I have my cards, please?
No, we retain these until you're accepted or rejected.
Oh, thank you.
Well, don't you remember what it was like just after the invasion? Short of water, black market food, families herded into one room. Yet within a couple of months, the authorities had the whole thing running smoothly. I do like things organized. I hate a mess.
Mess? We're still in a mess.
Well, there you are then. What are you worried about? You'll be helping to get it straightened out.
You know, the thing I like about you, Honor, is that you joined the party just for the coffee. But the other people that are in it, I'm not so sure about them. I know I'll be nursing, but it all seems to have a faintly military flavour.
Ambulance crew number 1. Oh, don't be so bloody delicate. You're meant to be driving the ambulance, not casualties inside it. Now come back and do it again at 3 times the speed. This time the ambulance is going to drive off. If any of you miss it, you're all on a job. Now move! Quickly, come on, woman, get up. You're losing them. Go on, faster. Get on the ambulance.
Wait! Slow down! Come on, come on! Slow down!
Now, to British people who are brought up in an atmosphere of apathy towards political ideas, the National Socialist creed may seem startling, even abhorrent. But when you meet such apathy, what I want you to show these people is that National Socialism offers them a new philosophy, a new way of life. Now, is that all clear? Further points? Murray?
Those without potential are of no use to the state?
Yes, this is certainly true. We can have no passengers in our state. The true citizen of our state has certain rights, but also corresponding duties. The rights include educational benefits, cultural benefits, protection, and a standard of living worthy of our people. Yet, if there are people who fail the state, they will have to be removed with other criminal, antisocial elements. It cannot be expected that a virile nation should support such human dross. They are useless eaters. To deny this is illogical.
The triumph of National Socialism
has lifted our great country from the mire and corruption of Jewish capitalist monopolies and the evil slime of communism. The way has been hard and grim, but we have succeeded. It is now our duty to hold fast to our strength of purpose and ensure that these evils never draw breath again in our midst. The duties to be allocated to some of you may seem hard, even unpleasant, but you are not in conflict with your conscience as you obey the highest law in doing your duty.
Well done, and congratulations. Good luck. This has been a long and arduous course. It has been a most successful course, and my first task, therefore, must be to congratulate each and every one of you. In your practical work, you've shown great enthusiasm. In your tests and oral work, you've shown not only enthusiasm, but the fact that your feet are on the ground. This is an age of leadership and courage. And I'm quite confident that when you go from here, you will set an example that is hard to beat. Many of you will be seeing the world for the first time. May I remind you that the world will also be seeing you.
I wish we could finish it all. No, I have to go on. Oh, but there's my glass of please, I'll see you back at the bye, Julia.
Just forget it.
What are we doing? For heaven's sake, why can't you watch where you're going?
It wasn't my fault.
What the hell's going on? Here, wipe it down with this. Oh, thank you very much, but I'll have to change anyway. Yes.
Oh, you'll find him down there.
So thirsty then, Mrs. Henderson. I'm afraid surgery's over now.
But I want to see the doctor.
Pauline! I can't believe it.
What am I doing? Come on. Dick won't believe his eyes when he sees you. Come on. In here.
You've never even seen Sarah before. It's been so long. Sarah, this is Pauline.
Hello, Sarah.
Dick, come as quick as you can. You'll never guess who's here.
We haven't even had a letter from you for months. How long is it now since you left London?
It's
almost 8 years. We must celebrate. Look, take your coat off. It's quite incredible.
Oh, Martha, this is splendid. The one person we most wanted to see.
And it's wonderful seeing the two of you again.
We secretly hoped you might be evacuated to London. You'll eat with us tonight and we'll see.
I'm awfully sorry. I'd love to, but I can't. I've got a vital appointment tonight which I simply must keep. This is just a first fleeting visit, but you can think of me when you're eating these.
We'll come tomorrow. It's the one evening people don't pester me for bottles and tablets, and if there aren't any calls, we might put up with you for the whole evening.
Right. Are you coming to stay with us again?
Thanks, I'd love
We've
to.
nowhere to put you, but one has to be polite.
Thanks so much for those packages.
I just wait to see what's in them.
Oh, well, till tomorrow. Oh, goodbye, Sarah.
Goodbye.
Oh, there you are, dear. Goodbye.
All right, my darling.
Oh, and there. Lovely. Well. Bye. Well,
I'm
till
just
tomorrow.
scared. Bye.
Find him all right?
Yes, thank you.
So he pulls the legs off the spine.
This is London. A political speech by the leader will follow at once. Brother Blackshirts, my comrades, in struggle.
I'm eating.
Our fight is for the soul of Britain, and in that battle we go forward together till...
Vous aurez 2-3 navaux quotidiens.
Oh, I'm going to the cinema. Anybody coming?
Wondering about the prospects of the next 5 minutes, jostling for place, but not so forward in service, without loyalty, endurance, or staying power.
Come on, let's go and
Such
see
a
how
character
well
is the hallmark of financial democratic politics. It is the opposite of the national socialist.
This is London, and these are its people, people with one great and common purpose, to pay tribute to the achievements in their country of National Socialism. To this, the first big public display since the army landed, come people from many miles around the metropolis, to be addressed by leading statesmen from both Britain and the Reich. They will be told what National Socialism is doing now for their country, reminded of the startling achievements it has already made. For they also come to pay tribute to the soldiers of the British Volunteer Legions, now in the last stages of inflicting an overwhelming defeat on the pitiful remnants of the forces of world communism. In this historic meeting place, history is being made as the thousands remember the day that changed their lives and the course of world history. For at last, the world's two great nations are united in more than race. From the crowd surges the cry, Germany and England, union for strength. Anglo-German friendship, built up over the centuries, has never been destroyed. The spirit that existed when Englishmen and German fought side by side at Waterloo has never been crushed. But the propagandists of the First Great War nearly succeeded. Yet even in the mud and blood of the savage Flanders battlefield, there were men who saw the truth. On Christmas Day, 1914, officers and men, English and German, declared an unofficial truce and met in no man's land. Only a handful from either side, but enough to rekindle the flame of comradeship. During the gaiety of an impromptu football match, they experienced again the true comradeship that had once been the birthright of both Englishmen and German. They realized, too, the futility of a death struggle between brother nations. These are the only surviving pictures of this historic event. After the war, those men and men of like mind vowed to avenge the years in which brother slaughtered brother by destroying the force which began the war and uniting the two nations forever in a united Europe. Those men who saw the truth formed black shirt movements. But again and again, Red Front reactionaries tried to break up the meetings, tried to prevent the truth reaching the people. The Bolsheviks grasped every opportunity to deal an underhand blow at the gathering might of fascism. No longer in the blood-sodden fields of Flanders, but here in his home, in the very streets of London, brother again fights brother. The police, once allied with the black shirt cause, now so confused by the widely sown seeds of communist chaos, are forced to deal indiscriminately with the ensuing violence. One Bolshevik arrested, but thousands still free to hold the forces of law and order in contempt. The black shirts warned their fellow countrymen of the true danger, not the great German recovery, but the terrible, deadly grip of the imperialist Jews, who after one great conflict were forcing the world towards another. They struggled to destroy this grip, but they fought alone. Their country, war-weary, was apathetic, and the part of international Jewish finance, menaced by Germany's miraculous recovery, increased its poisonous stranglehold on the rulers of Britain. Suddenly, its sinews sprang into action. The Second World War began. Those men who saw the truth were arrested. Many died because their country ignored them. Germany was faced with a bitter but inexorable duty. These are the fruits of Jewish control. Britain's heroic defense was immeasurably costly. But with Europe threatened from the east, Adolf Hitler saw that this internal fight could bring extinction for the entire continent. But stubbornly, Britain's government rejected peace treaties and closed its eyes to the truth. The German army's conquest was not over the people of Great Britain,
but over their corrupt rule. The army's arrival enabled those men who saw the truth to put their beliefs into action. Backed by the people of Britain, they formed England's first government with full power to act. By outlawing Bolshevism, by establishing the corporate state, by helping to solve the Jewish problem, and by conquering unemployment with the Labour Front, the government brought Britain to her place of honor in the new Europe. And now, the uniform of the Wehrmacht is worn not only by the Germans. The first winter of 1943 saw the formation of the English Volunteer Legions. And now the Englishman again joins the German in the spirit of true comradeship. An echo of the past from Flanders Field.
We had a very good method of protecting ourselves. We used to make a breastplate of 2 pieces of cardboard, sandwiched between the 2 pieces of cardboard, drawing pins. We used to wear those under our shirts. When these people came to attack us, their hands used to get torn on the drawing pins. If they came to the meeting for trouble, we gave them trouble.
Some people might have thought that your methods were as bad as theirs were.
Well, these people have published memoirs, and one of them, a known criminal, has said that he went to one of our public meetings without knowing anything about the politics of that meeting, or without caring, for a bit of a lark to break it up, and he took with him a chair leg into which had been poured 1.5 pounds of lead and a 6-inch nail, and he hit no less than 7 people with this weapon. Now, if I saw this man at the meeting, I should have to risk my life, what good looks I have, to get him outside before he hurt somebody. And he was there to hurt just anybody at all.
And you would be justified in belting him with his own weapon.
That's it.
Why did the film blame the Jews for the Blitz?
It's a simple fact. You can't get away from it. Adolf Hitler started a political movement which the Jews opposed. They were repressed when the National Socialist Party came to power in 1933, and they have been our enemies ever since.
Well, the National Socialists are so racially minded. Why does the army use people of other nations?
These people have volunteered from all parts of Europe and other parts of the world. In this fight, they volunteered to fight with the German army against Bolshevism.
Well, then, do you think that Bolshevism and Jews are the same?
To a great extent, yes. Bolshevism is Jewish. But if I may quote a Jew to you, Dr. Oscar Levy said of his own people, "When we sink, we become revolutionaries. When we rise, there rises the terrible power of our purse."
There is this point. Let's assume this is before the National Socialist liberation and that this country is still controlled by the capitalist Jews. Now, you've also said that Bolshevism is Jewish. How is it, then, that communism and capitalism are constantly at war?
There was no true conflict between the Jews of the Kremlin or London, Madrid, New York, or any other place.
What makes the Aryan so superior to the Jew?
Well, you only have to look at the different histories of the Aryan race and the Jewish race to see that ours is immeasurably superior to the Jewish contribution to the world culture.
Culture, I grant you, but quote me another field.
Oh, name any other field. I still maintain that Aryans are superior to Jews in whichever field you care to mention.
Well, give us some fields.
Well, you give me the fields.
It's not that the Aryans are so superior, but every race is superior to the Jew. The Jew has no home. The Jew is a parasite place. The Jew waits for a civilization to be established and then establishes himself on it, a flea on a dog.
Yes, fleas can live on a dog, but fleas can't live on fleas. Send them all to Madagascar, that's the simplest way.
Let them cheat one another, instead of cheating the people they've lived on for the past centuries.
But if all Jews are parasites, why not deal with them now instead of sending them to Madagascar?
That's exactly what I want to do. Deal with them now by sending them to Madagascar.
Ideologically, of course, this is a more correct view, but I think we'll find that there are one or two of them who have skills learned at our expense.
But I don't want their skills. I want no
They're
part
not
of
their
them. I
skills.
want to be free of them
They're
as
not
quick as
their
possible.
skills. They're our skills. They're skills that they've learnt in our schools and our universities and our hospitals.
Well, look, lots of people have asked me, what do you do if you suddenly find that you've got, say, 1/8 part of Jewish in you?
I suppose I should say I'd cut my throat and let the Jewish blood out. But in practice, like the rest of National Socialist Europe, we accept a person of 1/4 Jewish blood.
I see. Now, look, how are you going to trace this ancestry back? It goes back miles.
1/4 Jewish blood doesn't take very much tracing.
Excellent. How far back does that go?
To your grandmother or your grandfather.
Grandfather. Oh.
Well, I'd be very interested to know your reaction to euthanasia.
It's a surgical operation, getting rid of useless matter, useless tissue. Any doctor does it 10 times a day, if it's necessary.
If you had a small child who contracted some disease that left him paralyzed, as well he might, would he then be just waste tissue to be got rid of?
Exactly.
Certainly.
No member has is in the position of privilege of to protect a useless person. A person is useless because he's useless, not because he happens to be related to somebody who's useful.
Without the existence of such a law, I would want to take that law into my own hands anyway.
Come on, get that thing in there!
Ich bin aber froh, dass wir drin sind. Ich wollte nur seine Handys machen. Was weiß ich denn? Fragst du mich? Frag doch lieben Gott danach, aber nicht mich. Ich hab sowieso.
Oh, it's you. Just a minute.
Why, the chain?
Come on in. I'm afraid we're in a bit of a state tonight, but I'm glad you've come. We've been dying to know what's been happening to you, and now we're in this mess.
Why have you been shoved down here? Evacuees?
No, they requisitioned the place just because I wouldn't join what's the name of that organization, the one that sounds like a laxative, instant action. So they pinched the rest of the house and shoved the block leader upstairs. Would you mind?
Oh, I've seen him.
He's awfully nice, really. Comes in every Thursdays for little chats about everything except politics. It's rather like having a favorite uncle for a prison warder. But I wish I'd stood a bit firmer.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, I wish I'd done something positive. I wouldn't have minded losing the house. But just to say no to a bloody official. A few years ago, Helen and I were all set to go underground. But Sarah stopped that. Hardly risk her. Since then, we've done nothing. Just a moment. Helen, when you're ready, Pauline's here. Until now, that is.
Until now what?
Sleep well.
Pauline, am I glad to see you.
Good night, then.
With all your experience, you ought to be a lot of help. I suppose Dick's told you.
No, not yet.
Well, let me take your coat off and we'll tell you all about it. You look as if you were just about to leave us.
Yes, what is all this mystery about?
me, but that's what they told me. They told me all doctors had to join. Do you seriously believe that all hospitals, all surgeries throughout England start by that gang of pseudo-medical stormtroopers?
In London they are.
Oh, come on. There's more to it than that. What made you, the liberal, independent Tory, become one of them?
Oh, for heaven's sake, Dick, stop calling me a fascist. I know as much about politics as a lamppost. My point is, we've fought a war and we've lost it. There's been a terrible lot of suffering on both sides, so why prolong that suffering? The only way to get back to normal is to support law and order, whatever little law and order we've got. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm not ashamed of it.
Get back to our £5 a week orphan and to hell with the war, is that it?
I didn't say that.
But you think this struggling for freedom business is a waste of time?
I didn't until I became involved in it. But now I know from personal experience it's a most terrible waste.
Funny. We used to agree about these things. I suppose we've just changed. Not surprising after all that's happened. But there's one thing about my philosophy that will never change. For me, the most important thing you've got is your own individuality.
I agree with you. That's what I'm saying to mine.
Okay, you join the fascists and you sign it away. It's the one thing they despise more than Jewish grandmothers. The fascist is either a pinhead or that he's got a brain that's twisted. He won't allow that no two people are alike. He wants them all the same. It's simpler. So that he can pigeonhole them into groups, into organizations or races or countries. I hate all Jews, he'll say, and bango about 80 million people. The vast majority of them can't possibly have met, but he likes it that way. It's convenient and it soothes any remnants of conscience. Put in a word that goes something like this. Here are a lot of people, all in nice straight lines, all dressed the same, all jumping up and down to one person's orders. Splendid. We know what they are and why they're doing it. And there is a rabble, all dressed differently, all behaving differently. No order, no discipline. Well, the mind can't keep up with them all. So, all right, eliminate them.
Haven't you any more? No, Dick's used up all his ration. He's got to wait till Tuesday for some more.
Do you realize the penalty for harboring partisans?
Polly, you won't.
Do you realize the penalty?
Do you realize the mess you've got yourself into? Oh, God, now I can see why you were in such a state tonight.
No one will know if you don't tell them.
For God's sake, hand this man over to the police. He's going to die in any case, and why should he bleed you to death as he does so? You're only doing it because you feel guilty that you haven't done anything all these years. And Dick, think of Sarah and Helen.
You astound me. Do you really think that I'd hand over a man in that state after all he's done for his beliefs?
Oh, don't whitewash those murderers to me.
You call them murderers?
Look, I don't give a damn what you say about the fascists. But don't try and whitewash those partisans. They killed 6 of my closest friends, and they very nearly killed me in a few seconds. Yes, I do call them murderers, and I ought to know. I'm sorry. I suppose you're doing what you think is right.
When you get two sides fighting a battle, you don't agree with either. Life does get a bit complicated.
How do you mean?
I mean, I don't agree with their methods, either of them. But their aims are different. That's what's important.
Well, the partisans hate the fascists, just as the fascists hate the Jews. There's nothing to choose between them.
The appalling thing about fascism is that you've got to use fascist methods to get rid of it. We've all got a bit of it in us. And it doesn't take much to bring it to the surface. It stays with us. Probably always will.
Well, hadn't we better make the most of it now that we're stuck with it?
Oh, good God, no. You don't get the point. We're stuck with disease. But we don't sit back and accept it. We fight it. And we've got to fight fascism because it's a disease of the mind. And when you fight a disease, you often use its own germ for inoculation. Do you see?
Well, I won't hang around. I'll be here tomorrow with some morphine.
You haven't had a thing to eat.
Don't worry. There's a rally tomorrow. We're all forced to attend. I'll try and get here before it starts, but it may be a bit tricky.
Well, all I can say is I'm terribly grateful. So long. Good night.
Excuse me. Is the doctor ill?
My visit was social rather than professional.
I thought I heard... Oh, never mind. Good night.
Good night.
Hello. What are you doing in this part of the world?
Look, Carol, I'm in a bit of a fix. You have access to the medical stores, don't you?
I'm just the medical officer's secretary.
Well, you're the only one I can ask. I know it's difficult, but do you think you could get me some morphia without anyone knowing? It's absolutely vital. You're the only hope I have.
Come in.
Excuse me, sir. There's someone outside.
Yes. Yes? What's my position? Yes. What do you want?
There's someone outside, sir, wanting morphia.
Who's coming here? Well, where am I going? Where? I see. How much do they want?
She didn't exactly say, sir.
Or what does she want it for?
She didn't say, sir.
Yes. Yes, I see. Well, thank you very much for letting me know. Well, you're as inefficient at getting information as you are at your typing, aren't you? You'd better do that again.
Yes, sir.
and other antisocial elements. With unconquerable courage and faith, he tore down every obstacle, crushed all who opposed him. This rebel, this Jew-inspired scum, had murdered our comrade. They had bereaved his wife, orphaned his sons, but they cannot destroy the example he has given us. His life was a metric of the human will. His martyrdom inspires and strengthens us. Now we will temper our swords anew in the blood of our enemies. They too shall mourn, for we will avenge his death. We will avenge it 1,000 times!
Nurse Murray to room 523.
Come in.
Nurse Murray, ma'am.
Right, stand at ease, Maria. I've called you up here because of a report we've received. We've had no complaints about your general conduct. Efficient, conscientious. Certain standards are required of you when you join the immediate action organization. The most important of these is loyalty. Loyalty to the organization, loyalty to the state, loyalty to the English people. It is the English people whose welfare you are responsible for. It is in this respect that you have failed. You failed me, you failed the organization, you failed the state. Merely because of your misguided sentimentality. These political undesirables were your friends, and you put your friends before the state. The Fletchers are being dealt with, but you, however, are a nurse. That is now your only value to the state. It is for this reason, and this reason alone, that we are transferring you to the Bridgington Rehabilitation Centre as a replacement staff nurse. That's all.
stuck them in there.
Will that be all right?
All right. I'm Skipworth, caretaker up at the hospital.
And I'm Murray, Pauline Murray.
I suppose you're from London. You probably don't think that a small country hospital does very much, even in these days.
Oh, not at all. I realize just how valuable they are.
Oh, no, you wouldn't think so. Neither did I till I came here. Thought I came here to look after the roses, you know, shrapnel hole in my lung. Not a bit of it. Not a bit of it. Doctor comes up to me one moment, then sister comes along with another problem. And I'm doing little favours for the nurses all at once, of course. You know, there's only one of me. But I don't get anything extra. Oh, no. Still, I don't complain. Keep on moving, I say. Keep moving. That way, well, you don't think about yourself. We're quite near the station, you see. Doctor, Nurse Murrow.
Ah, we've been expecting you. My name is Walton, and I'm in charge here. And this is the indispensable Sister Howard. Hello. Sister has been here almost 20 years. This is my assistant, Dr. Westerman.
Glad to have you with us.
These are nurses Drayton, Thomas, Freed, Trevelyan, and Haynes.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, yes, obviously those that opposed them have now been quietly removed. And the tension has relaxed a little, but not all that much.
I've got to go into the village. And I'd like to see you in my office when I get back.
Yes, sir. Mr. Skipworth said that you've been very busy here.
Oh, not more than usual. But if Skipworth can't get his game of darts in the evening, the world's coming to an end in his view. If you'd like to come now, I'll show you your room. Here, sister. This way. Thank you.
This place seems rather quiet. Have all your patients made miraculous recoveries, or have they been transferred?
We have a batch of Polish workers in tonight from Cromer. TB patients. Some of them got pneumonia, so our other patients have had to go. Here we are then.
Well, I always think that if your room's all right, everything's going to be all right.
It can be pretty depressing here sometimes.
Oh, most places can be. People here seem unusually pleasant. I could imagine Westerman being a bit of an old woman, but Matron seems very sweet.
She keeps us going here. She's wonderful with the patients. Westerman has an awful effect on us. He's neurotic. He's got a tough job and gets him down, I suppose. Now, we're on Ward 2A, so get sorted out and I'll show you the ropes. Oh, and don't forget you've got to see Dr. Walton.
Ah, you've settled in all right, have you?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Now, there'll be no necessity for you to wear that particular uniform. Nurse Trevelyan will fit you out with one of the ordinary white ones that I prefer the nurses here to wear.
Yes, I'd prefer that myself.
Now, you've probably been told about the transportation of Eastern workers. They've been working on the new harbour at Cromer, apparently. When they were found to have contracted TB, they were sent to the centre in Cambridge. Unfortunately, they're incurables. So don't mention this around the village.
Well, no, sir.
I shan't be here tonight, and Dr. Westerman will be in charge. Well, that'll be all, nurse. Thank you. Good night.
Good night, sir. Good night, Mitch.
That suits you better.
It certainly feels better.
I can't believe my luck after all these months of black surge. This is a marvelous place. Even the wards are wonderful.
Warden gave you the situation, did he?
Oh, he said something. But where are the thermometers? We'll need them for these admissions.
He didn't, obviously.
It's shocking the way they treat these workers. Worse than animals.
Matron, could you find a cup of tea for me and him?
Well, I'd better get back to the ward.
Bardzo ładnie. Do życia. Ja nie rozumiem.
Take this off and put this on. Like that?
O, jest, pijama, jest.
You understand?
Tak.
Put these on. Oh, Nurse Murray, I'll handle this. Could you get the box for their clothes from the stockroom?
You'll be all right?
Jest. Dziękuję.
Does anyone here speak English? Inoculation against infectious diseases. With preskivani od zaranih bolezni. All right, let's start.
Przepraszam, siostro. Maj chleb w kieszeni. Dziękuję.
Nurse Murray, carry on with these, will you please?
Yes.
It's 10 cc's.
all over.
This is it?
Not quite.
Well, I'll carry on after supper. Let's go and eat.
Nurse Murray, you'll probably like to turn in early tonight. That will mean you're on first round tomorrow. Is that all right?
I'd love to. But is it fair with two off duty?
It's all right. Nurse Drayton, you're on night duty. We shall need 2 men from the village tonight to assist Skipper. So if you'll attend to that.
Yes, sister. You coming down?
No, I don't think I will. I'm dead beat.
They are bound to lose vast quantities of men and equipment. No further American landings have taken place, and the general declared himself confident that the partisan supply route would be cut off. The Minister of the Interior said today that the landings of isolated groups of Americans and exiled Englishmen trained in all forms of violence and subversion, and reminiscent of the gangster rule in Chicago some years ago, should not be regarded as an invasion, but more as an armed excursion, causing untold suffering and hardship to the civilian population. They could not possibly have any effect on the outcome of the war. That is the end of the news.
Mr. Skipworth? Mr. Skipworth? Mr. Skipworth?
How do you think I feel? Do you think I like it here? What's the alternative? I can't leave. I've no other job to go to. And if we refuse to carry on, they'd send us all to concentration camps. Either way, they're going to die. Isn't it kinder for them to die this way?
You see, we've always been a nursing home. We've always treated TB cases. So the authorities find it convenient that we should appear to carry on as before. The patients, the incurable ones, have to go. So we just do our best to see them through their last hours as humanely as possible.
Then why did you join that organization in the first place? When you joined that, you accepted National Socialism, and you accepted every method it employs to achieve its aims. You can't ignore the basic issue. We're involved in a great cleansing operation, wiping out disease, medical, political, racial. We don't enjoy this charade any more than you do, but we find that kindliness allays suspicion, makes disposal easier. You see, we are like soldiers at the front. They can't betray their country by deserting their post, and nor can we.
I've just been at the hospital, sir. There's absolute hell up there. All they've got is jerry prisoners carrying the blokes in and putting them down. And no one knows the first thing about wounds. If you've got anyone that knows anything about medicine.
We got anyone who can help you with? About that nurse we captured on the train.
What, a nurse?
Collaborator.
Will she do it?
I think so. Well, we'll ask her. Red, bring that nurse over here, will you?
Oh, you! Here! You! Oi, come on! Yes, you. Come on, you're wanted.
You're a qualified nurse, aren't you?
Are you prepared to nurse our wounded? Right. Will you go with this officer, please? No service for you.
Thank you, sir. Come on, miss. Let's go.
Corporal. Brought your nurse. Look after.
Thanks. Right, we start over here. Well, I'm afraid this is all we've got. Do you think you can cope?
Yes.
Right. We'll leave you to it.
Thanks.
This is the broadcasting station of the British Army of Liberation. Stay tuned into this wavelength for news of our victory offensive. Report from Gloucestershire. Isham village, held by fanatical remnants of the English SS, is now completely surrounded and cut off by units of the Army of Liberation. You're listening to the broadcasting station of the British Army of Liberation. Stay tuned into this wavelength for news of our victory offensive. Report from Gloucestershire. The SS at Isham village cannot face another fight. They have surrendered without firing a shot. The road to Gloucester is clear. Yet another victory in the victory offensive.
we needn't eat again, you bastard.
What, stand clear. Stand clear.
All right.